Uh, okay, hello. This is a bit of a different video for me to make, I guess, but I am a Deltarune fan, and the Sweepstakes website got updated like this morning or yesterday. I guess it depends on time zone, doesn't it? And along with they they've updated they've released the alternate ending that they said they made, years ago, but they never released until now, and that's pretty dark and you know shorter and simpler than the one that was actually used then, but it's still pretty good. And I think this version of is it Deal Gone Wrong or something? One of the Spamton's themes. It's new. I don't think we've heard this particular version before. Um, and like on this page, all the everything's black and white, a bit like Spamton's shop when he uploads himself into the loaded disc. And strangely, on this one, this entry, it's all blacked out. Like the image is called fate.png, and it just seems to be a black square. Like I don't have all the image manipulation tools that some people do, so maybe there is something on this that I can't see. But I mean, it could just be trying to say like that's Spamton's fate, in this version of events. He's just gonna be like turned to darkness. His fate is to die, sort of thing. But obviously, what's this? Did I click on this before? Okay, I'm still discovering things and trying to figure things out, and I've got this thing I'm gonna read through because right, it just leads you to this. Okay, yeah, because this was the first thing that I noticed as well, that they changed this page where before it used to say that Noelle's blog has, she's found 26 pages or something. Now it says 40 pages. So, they look like they've added like another 14 pages or something of the, all the mystery stuff onto the Spamton Sweepstakes Deltarune website. And this is also the first thing that I found. No one will shed a tear for him, whoever that is. So this particular thing didn't exist before. I'm pretty sure with these doors, when you click on that, hopefully you can see the cursor. I think you should be able to see the cursor. I'm pretty sure that's what I set it as. Yeah, so it should work. It should work. And then if you click on this, and then it's hard to get it. Yeah, right. But if there's something you can click on, and if you don't manage to do it, or maybe even if you do, I'm not sure, but then it says, oh, if only you had the blank, your luck might have gone another way. No blank, no crystal. And that might be something to do with like the shadow mantle that Shorm says we need for the next secret boss. And if you click on the blank spaces, it plays that sound. So but yeah, it's all very, very strange. It seems to be stuck loading now. There we go. But if you do manage to click, yeah, it's weird. Maybe there's something that I'm finding hard to do, but sometimes it shows up. If you click on like this thing that seems to spin around the room, it shows up as like a blue or kind of, is that blue or was it purple? I don't know. I think it looks more blue, but yeah, some kind of square. And I think maybe if you click on it again, something might happen, but I'm not sure. I think I have done it and nothing happened, but maybe there's something I missed. But yeah, it's funny. Maybe if I had like a proper mouse or something, then I would be able to do it. But with the touchpad, it's harder to be as accurate, I think. Yeah. Oh, I did it. Okay. You can never defeat us. It just came up with that just for a second. If you go back on the video, you can probably see it. It says something on it said something on here like you can never defeat us. I'll definitely be looking at that myself, and now it's just, well, it's good that I managed to do it this time. That's good. I was thinking I wasn't going to be able to do it. And now it's just ellipses, and it says chapter 3. I did read, if you hold left on the yeah, right. I hadn't tried this before, but not applicable. But left on the keyboard. Is that it? I wonder. But anyway, I was going to go through this page that I found on Blue Sky that someone put up. Apparently, Chris Dreamer at Blue Sky created this, so thanks to them. Disclaimer: yeah, Toby Fox said in his newsletter, nothing outside the game is canon. That means now all of Earl's blogs, the tweets announcing Deltarune Entry 17 on the Deltarune.com website are no longer canon. But yeah, Entry 17 is canon because it's in Undertale, but the fact that it appears on Deltarune is no longer canon. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, half canon or something, I guess you could say, or like it could happen, but maybe it didn't happen. So something like that, I suppose. It's a funny kind of situation, isn't it? Because it's all official, but obviously, I mean, I think Toby Fox did say a long time ago that like Twitter posts, aren't canon. So it's just kind of an expansion of that and a clarification of that fact, isn't it? At the end of the day, what's truly canon is what's in the games. That's the most important part. So everything else is not, not necessarily canon, or it might just hint at things that are canon. And I like the little in small, trans rights, human rights. So of course, got to support that. It wouldn't be right otherwise. Thank you to their editors. I made this doc, but you're all streamlining everything super well. Yeah, thank you to everyone who helped make this. As they got that picture of the updated version of Holiday Girl 1225's blog. Ground rules: try to organize under existing categories when possible. If needed, create a new category if a post is just too unique. Now's blog now says 40 when it used to say 26 or 40 new pages. I mean, I'm guessing they might be updating this, and the website itself, might get changed, because when they were doing the original Spamton Sweepstakes in 2022, I think it was 2022, wasn't it? It was like they added more pages to it, over time. So they might do that here too. The first page they talk about is, well, because here you can see it says chapter 3. So if you change it to chapter 4 and then wait a bit, I think this is how it works. Or do I have to I don't know, it's all very strange, isn't it? But go on to a different tab or so. Yeah, right. And then there's a little a square that shows up, and if you click on that, now it's message, and now it's replaced with different audio files. There's and some of them are this sound that's played in reverse. I think it's reverse anyway, called E.mp3. And some of them are that sound called M.mp3. And that sounds like it's the same sound effect, just not reversed, or maybe this is the reverse one, but I don't know. So obviously, if you put that together, it spells me, but I don't know what that means. That some people might have a better idea about what this could be, but it might just be one of those hints that doesn't really make sense to us at the moment. But yeah, yeah, and there's this page where if you oh yeah, right. I do want to go there. Thank you. I'm not sure how they found this, but yeah, thank you. Oh, oops. Yeah. I don't really want to show my email address on here, so I'll just blank that out, I guess. I can do that. I think it's fine. Right. So yeah, but apparently, if you enter an email address in the first field and leave, then leave the second field. Then, well, if you don't enter anything, then it says unknown contact. If you enter an email address in the first one, it says she never smiled. If you leave the second one empty, then if you enter something if you enter an email address in the first box and then a name in the bottom, it says thank you. And well, I did it just to see what happens, and I mean, they already have my email address anyway because I've signed up to the newsletter, so it's like there's no harm in it, I don't think. And maybe they'll email me something, one day. That would be cute. Collect successful inputs to Deltarune chapter 4 thank you .fangamer.workers.dev. Actually, we can't access this. Sweepstakes, how is the silence ending? If you scroll all the way to the bottom, it says what next, linking to the chapter 3 page. Yeah. So yeah, and there's this new that you get. Well, normally you're supposed to get here from this older blog post about the white egg that she got in was it the Cat Petters game that had left home due to happiness, now you can click on this, and the new one. Everyone's heard of snow days, but did anyone else ever have rain days? I swear one day it was pouring so hard it sounded like someone was jumping on the roof of the house. So my mom called school and made them cancel just so I wouldn't have to walk over. I like the cute, like old school emotes, like, come on, Mom, a little water never hurt anyone, except maybe for deep sea cave divers. Sorry. I mean, there's all those theories about darkness being like water, and maybe Chris drowned or something, so maybe that's a hint towards something. I don't know, maybe. At least because of that, my friend could come over without an umbrella. Why? She was totally soaked. We had to put 3 of my mom's hair dryers on full blast for like 30 minutes. At least we got to use the dryer to make melty cheese crackers. Anyways, on days where it rains, nothing was better than playing cat petters. Specifically, the mini games you can play with your cats. They were all ridiculous, and every one of them had these super silly rific names, like Jongler or something. What does that mean? Yeah, it's a good name. Keep a lookout for things called Jongler, I guess, in the future. I remember being really into one of the games when I was little. I can't remember the name because it was complete nonsense. Sorry, it's a bit like how she can't remember the name of the egg, isn't it? But it was the one that was like an endless cave. That makes sense. I even made a guide to the rarities of the different cats you can get to raise your score. I still have the text file, although it's just named b.text. Real helpful me xp me xp. Chances: 80% normal, 50% blue aura, 4% rock and roll, 0% angle wing, 0% super holy angle wing. It's interesting that one of the L's is like a 1. It's almost like how Spamton speaks. I sort of feel like there were more though. Like one time I remember getting a cat and it actually lowered how many points I had. And then of course I died immediately, so I couldn't get a picture or anything. And of course no one else has ever seemed to see this. Actually, I get the feeling someone else I know has seen it. But I just know that even if I asked them, I probably wouldn't get a straight answer. Ugh, wonder if that's Chris. That's the only person I can think of. Super fun fact. On a related note, these same games even make a cameo in Cat Pairs, the RPG, which, like everything good, is kind of a rip-off of Dragon Blazers, if I'm being honest. Okie dokie, let my bias show for a second there. You guys should really play it though. Well, maybe one day we'll get to play Dragon Blazers in Deltarune. Maybe. As usual, if anyone thinks they can find any proof, try it yourself and let me know. P.S. about my friend. She came over because I said I was going to play Cat Pairs, but she thought that meant I was going to pet her. What kind of game would that even be? So I just made a cat named after her in the game and made it play metal music on the music box. I'll try not to corrupt that one. I still had to pet her a little or she wouldn't go home. That's obviously catty. I think she even said something about that Noelle like pet her or something in chapter 1 or chapter 2. So yeah, that's a cute reference. And then of course if you click it, then it goes to this page, rare cats, and then these cats show up. And I did do a bit of this earlier, and I got 1,490 points. I don't know if the points do anything, but apparently some of like rare ones, as it kind of hints, rare ones can show up, and yeah, and something will happen if you find like an angel one. So I'm hoping that happens, but if it's just like a 0.00000% chance for it to show up, then oh whoops, I didn't mean to click on that. Then yeah, that might not happen to me. So oh, there we go. What the fuck? Okay, Windows. It's a good thing these things are happening, aren't they? What the heck is this? Where would Forest Lost grow the dog check room? Where would Forest Lost grow the... What? Aren't you forgetting something? Isn't that a quote from something? I mean, I feel like that's a quote. The grow lost wood forest where... Are these all just going to be the same thing? Yeah, and it's just if you click on the annoying dog. The where grow wood forest lost. Grow where the lost forest would. That almost makes sense. Lost where forest would the grow. Grow wood where the lost forest. Where the forest lost, grow wood lost. No, where the forest grow wood lost. Lost wood forest, where grow the. Grow where the lost wood forest. The wood forest, where lost grow. What the fuck is this? Where would grow the lost forest? Where the lost grow wood forest. They grow where... You see how many of these are there? They just keep going. All with nonsense sounding sentences. Well, most of them anyway. Lost go with it. The where forest lost would grow. Maybe. It might do. I wonder, do any of these have something different on them? Or is it all just dog check? I probably should be checking them, shouldn't I? Just in case. But yeah. Unless like one of them is going to look different. Because all these stained glass, it all looks pretty much the same, doesn't it? I think. At least it looks the same to me. But interesting. I mean, it's more stained glass, chapter 4, is he going to be in the church kind of thing? Looks a bit like the pattern looks a bit Deltarune-esque, I guess, doesn't it? So, yeah. Some of them might even just be repeats of the same link, or the same, nonsense from sentence. Definitely, that's something to keep an eye on. Where, I mean, if it was rearranged to make it make more sense, would it be like, where would the lost forest grow or something? Or where, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they're lost, that's a very significant word, isn't it? With like lost girl and stuff like that. So, I don't know. They all seem to be the same. They all seem to be the same thing, don't they? Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe that's something to keep an eye on. I wonder though, is there anything else, or is oh look, it even saves my points. That's nice. I wonder if there's anything else that shows up. Interesting. Oh, well, I got it again. Windows. Maybe as you get more points, it's more likely to show up or something. You know. I bet someone's just been sitting on this like all day and has got like uh, thousands and hundreds of thousands of points or something. You know. Are they going to give a reward to whoever gets the most points? Yeah. Yeah, well, it's a fun little thing to just if you're feeling bored, you know, uh, then you can just go onto this page for a bit and just mindlessly click on cats, dancing cats for a few hours. It's a very cute sprite as well. So yeah, this shows the text applicable. So all the different chapters, well, at least some of them. Wasn't there something here? I thought chapter 2 had something. Or am I thinking of something else? No, it was chapter 5, wasn't it? And if you go chapter 3, this is the one where it says but, isn't it? I think if you hold left, yeah, which I did already. Then chapter 4 is just blank. Did I show this one? Yeah, I did, didn't I? This is the one with the different music files. And then if you go to chapter 5, this one's weird. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, except 1 is really small and it doesn't have a link, but 2 does. And I recognized this song. I couldn't remember what it is. Apparently, it might be the music track that plays before you fight Birdley in the Weird Route, chapter 2. So that's what that is, apparently. Which is very strange. Why is that? Are they trying to imply that the Weird Route is like more canon, or like that's what we have to do to make something happen? Yeah, and it's apparently that's D.mp3, MA.mp3. If you click on 3, so maybe we'll hear that sound effect in chapter 3, whatever that's for. Maybe that's like a Weird Route thing. So when we hear that sound effect in chapter 3, maybe that's going to hint at us like a Weird Route thing in chapter 3, you know. And then this just leads to that chapter 4 page. And then this is H.mp3. Like a snippet of an interesting sounding music track. Well, obviously, if this is something that we're going to hear in chapter 5, then it's probably still going to be a long time yet. But cute, of course, if they're hinting at chapter 5 things, isn't it? Someone outside is using a vacuum cleaner. Hopefully you can't hear that. Oh yeah, right. So they do talk about this thing. One of them links to routes now. Lost where the forest would grow. Ah, that also makes sense, doesn't it? So maybe I did miss one then. I'm not surprised. So which one is that? Hold on. Maybe I can find it just for fun. Maybe there's a waste of time, but I don't know. Lost where the forest would grow. Ah, no, that's, yeah, okay, that's almost it, but not quite. Lost wood. I mean, it might even be where there's no one that links to that, and we're just supposed to figure it out on our own or something. Knowing what they do, it wouldn't be that surprising, would it? You know. where we're supposed to just see all of these nonsense phrases, and then rearrange the text ourselves. That probably does make sense, doesn't it? Really. Because this just seems to be none of them of that. So if I hold on, yeah. So then if I did it, like maybe I should have done this, shouldn't I? When I came up with that, like where the lost forest grow. Was it? So what did they say? Lost where the forests grow. I think that's what they said. No, hold on. Lost where the forest would grow. Yeah, that was it. I forgot about wood, didn't I? Lost. Where would the lost forest grow? What about that? No, apparently that doesn't lead anywhere. That does make sense as well, though, doesn't it? Like grammatically, Lost where the forest would grow. Ah, oh. What? This looks like the depths. This is the depths. The behind the dark fountain graphic and from the intro of chapter 1. If you click on it, it plays piano. It looks like a tree. Is that like trees, like the trees that the Eggman stands behind? Window. What if I... And then it just leads back here. Okay, if you right click on it. Opening new tab, yeah, of course. So roots, obviously, like roots of a tree, So I could have, obviously they already linked to it, but it's fun to, at least try and do it a bit like how they intend, But yeah, I like the fact that there was a way of where it did clue in. I almost figured it out, but I didn't quite actually think of trying it, did I? Trying different ways of phrasing those words, I guess I've got the cheat sheet, so kind of. V-roots is on Windows. It leads to window, no S. Huh? What's that mean? So are they saying like, oh, hold on. So they mean, I don't know if there's anything else I can do here. Oh, do they mean that? Oh, it's different. What the heck? Toby, why are you playing it? So now they are different. These are different links. I can't even make any sense of that. I'm not sure if you can see this on the actual stream, on the recording, but long peck row head hit. Now it makes even less sense. What happens if you click on one of these then? Yeah, it's just more dog check. So do you have to is this like an anagram of something? The poor children. The poor children. Therapy. Yeah, Deltarune, these kids do need therapy. What the heck? Huh? White dots. Huh? What's going on? What is this? What is this? It's just white dots. Huh? Is there something I should be doing here? Yeah, so link to every single window. If you spam click on the tree, it brings you to deltarune.com/window. All of these lead below lead to the profile page found from clicking the windows, but eventually lead to the poor children. The 18th window on window leads to the poor children. There are 51 windows in total. 36th window on windows leads to lost where the forest would grow. After this, where it brings you back to windows, if you click through them again, it brings you to therapy. Yeah, maybe we all need therapy from time to time. Just a black screen with seemingly nothing. Oh, it's the what? The egg tree. So it is related to that. This is like, so hold on. Do you need to spin around or something? What do you do to make it show up then? Because I'm trying to kind of figure it out on my own, but obviously this is like so arcane, isn't it? Some of this stuff, but it's kind of designed to not be figured out on your own, isn't it? But I can't see. Oh, there it is. Ah, whoa. But what does it mean? I mean, I know like this isn't necessarily, and it's animated as well. It's not animated in the actual game. Does that mean it's going to be animated in future chapters? I don't know. That'd be cool. So, is it like is this going to therapy? The egg room? Is the Eggman a therapist? Maybe. Um, and then if you click on this is a page, yeah, and then it leads you back to here, this, about the egg blog, which is this, because there was that existed before, you know, and yeah, thankfully I didn't lose this. So with the drawing room eventually grants access to the Eggman tree, which said speak to the egg page in the Noel blog, and it's like, you know, it's almost like going round in circles. It's a cycle. It's a we've resetted, you know, all time loop theory. Window and windows are different. Window is the poor children. Windows is lost where the forest would grow. Several junk anagrams. Scratch out tree, yeah. Hidden list of m.mp3 and e.mp3 in the shape of a keyboard, and scrambling the letters represented by M gives you thank you. What? Huh? What? How does that work? So, right. So, because it is like in the shape of a keyboard, I guess, isn't it? And then all the M ones spell out the letters thank you on probably like on a QWERTY keyboard. Okay, that's people have figured this out pretty fast, haven't they? Chapter 5 shows 5 numbers of different sizes. 1 and 3 are hidden, and as they are selected, the numbers are linked to different pages. 1 doesn't have a link, which is interesting as well. 2 links to h.mp3, which appears to be the same as h.org in chapter 2. Right, yes, which plays before the Birdley confrontation in the weird room. 3 links to ma.mp3, the same file used in other places such as room, yeah, like the first one I went on to. 4 links to chapter 4, 5 links to h.mp3, short guitar melody. That's true. It could be a Des. It could be Des, couldn't it? It could be Des. You know what? I think they're onto something. They're definitely. That feels like they could be onto something there. That could be Des, isn't it? You will. Oh, so that's what it said. Okay. So if you manage to click on it, it says you will never defeat us. Let's rumble. Or hey, oh hey, no one will shed a tear for him. Clicking on the empty spaces of text past the door plays the same .ma.mp3 sound as in chapter 5. Yeah. So this is all they've got all the assets of all the different dancing cats, you know. Okay. Well, friend. What is friend on there? What? What, they're on this page? How do you get friend to show up? Image friend from chapter 2 with the Spamton basement, you know. How did they show up? When does that happen? I guess that's like another random thing that can show up, but I mean, there was already this is so good because there was already theories about, you know, it's like the Cheshire Cat, isn't it? So it's basically confirming those theories, isn't it? You know, it is actually cat related. So yeah, I mean, there was already things about like, is it like Shawm's eyes or mouth or something? But maybe that's not going to be true. But yeah, there's the tree. These you know, these little animations are quite cute, aren't they? So it's almost like you can save them and use them for other things. Sprinkle dog. Ah, right, that's that sound. Base dog. What? Is that what happens if you find image friend? Oh, I just clicked on that one. Bagel Susie. What? Huh? Bagel roll say. Interesting. E and M, which obviously they like reverse versions of each other. H, yeah, I think those are the ones I'd already listened to that, isn't it? Slam. Come on, Slam. Welcome to the jam. Cool. Chord. That sounds like a piano, doesn't it? I think. MA, didn't I listen to this? Yeah, this is that one again. D, yeah. I think I checked this out before, didn't I? Yeah, right. Does this link take a while to load, even though it's just a sleeping Toby? Huh? No, not for me. For some reason, they have a picture in the middle. Are they trying to draw something? I don't know. You can draw with a mouse. Yeah, use an example. Message. The rare cat's score is stored in a cookie, right? Okay, that's why it saves them. What's this? Is this... I already went on this, didn't I? Yeah, it's just this again. Look, this is some of the rare cats you can find, along with the chances of getting them in brackets, thanks to mako.zelda.sr Blue Sky specifics. Cat 001 gives 10 plus 10, 70%. Cat 002 gives plus 50, 17.9%. They've already figured everything out, haven't they, some people? Cat 5 gives plus 250, plays a rock and roll chord, 8%. Cat 6 gives plus 100 and opens a link to Windows, 3%. Cat 7 gives plus 300, also opens a link to Windows, 1%. Cat 9 or image friend. So there, this is what Noel mentioned on the blog, isn't it? Saying one of them could decrease your points. Resets points to 0. 0.1%. If you click 100 times, the 101st will always be image friend. Also spawns on invalid values done by inspect element. You can also edit the amount of points so you can cheat it. Okay. It looks like no one's going to be competing. No one's going to be competing then for the highest score, you know. So maybe I'll do that then. I don't know. Let's just click 100 times, just to see it. I want to see it. So yeah, surely clicking 100 times can't take that long. Maybe 100 clicks is still a fair few clicks. Or 101, I think, wasn't it, to actually get the image, to get image friend to show up or something. I guess if someone, I mean, obviously it's not like it's actually hard to get lots of points, is it? It's just, you know, a funny thing to do. So, oh, there's the 1,000 again. I don't think I had the more the 3,000 point one yet, have I? I haven't had that show up, so maybe they'll show up as well at some point. Yeah, there's them again. Oh, fucking jump scare. Jump scare moment. Okay, I didn't expect that. Very good. Okay. How do I get back there again? Noel's blog, wasn't it? Where do I find that? Yeah. Clues. Secret cats. Yeah. But then if I go back to it, yeah, it's 0 points. And then if you click on the image friend, then it just brings you back to the Spamton Sweepstakes homepage. Yeah, chapter 4 message contains currently empty character dialogue complete with sound effects. Message key. Red. Message. Blue is INE.mp3. M. Orange is an M.mp3. Map to a keyboard the sequence of M and spell out thank you. Probably a hint for chapter 4, thank you. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense, doesn't it? And there's all the known news sites. These should be all 14 news sites for 40 total, 14 new and 26 old. Full link tree, and that's how it cycles around. Yeah. 1, 2, 3 plus 1, 2, 3, and 4 in suggestive fonts. Scandalous. Intended to start like either egg or ram and follow its link chain of links and minigames, so only typing in URLs to go from chapter 3 to the other chapters. Hello, Gaster. Discussion. I'm making a Chris custom fighter mod for Smash Ultimate. That looks good, yeah. I mean, that would be cool to see. None of it's canon. My guess regarding canonicity is that the spams and sweepstakes aren't counted as essential material, seeing as Toby seemed to use scare quotes himself. Yes, that's probably it. People have just put in loads of random stuff, haven't they? A Deltarune Wiki Spamton Sweepstakes. Ah, right. Yeah, that's probably a good place to find a lot of this information, isn't it? Yeah, this Deltarune Wiki, this is good. Especially since it moved away from fandom, so they're owned by, you know, they own themselves now, so that's always a good thing. No ad spam all over the website is also nice. I think Windows is different for everyone, so if this was already found, it just found this now. Window and Windows are two different links. Windows is roots, Windows is therapy. I've had both on Opera GX. There are two. There's this one page on Fangamer. Did you try it on Morse? Morse? What? I don't know. We won't lose anything trying. Is that like another browser or something? I don't know. Obviously, you know, I think anyone can edit this, so people are just adding lots of random stuff to it. But, or at least, I suppose it's something like that, because it says it's been set to read only. So obviously, for a bit, they were just letting anyone change anything, weren't they? And, yeah. Then it started getting a bit silly. Sometimes being a bit silly is fun. Yeah, but that was very, very interesting. What do you two think? Just thought I'd make a video of this to kind of, you know, have a record of what happened today, and you know, thanks to the curator of this Google Doc for letting me learn a lot of this stuff that I wasn't able to find on my own when I was messing about with the new pages for a bit, but obviously wasn't able to figure it all out. So very cool, and I'm very curious, you know, what all this will mean, and like when chapter 3 and 4 actually do release, to kind of go back to some of this stuff, and you know, it'll all make sense then, probably, won't it? Or it's more of it, especially this. Like, why is it called the poor children? You know, therapy. Like, is it like, because I mean, like Chris and Susie and Noelle and even Birdley, you know, all these characters seem like they're kind of damaged children, aren't they? They all do probably need therapy in some way. So, but what's that got to do with the egg room? Is this going to get them therapy? Like, huh? You know what? So, right. But anyway, obviously I am a big Deltarune and Undertale fan, so I just thought it would be nice to record this stuff and just to kind of have a record of it all as it was today, just in case. I mean, to other people, they will probably make this as well. So did I need to do this? Probably not, but I did it anyway. And hopefully you've enjoyed watching and seeing my reactions, perhaps to all the things, crazy things. Thanks for watching, and farewell for now.